Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going all in full face glam. We're talking about a flawless base, doing my eyebrows, doing some eyeliner on the top, and having long lashes again that could make me fly away. Whether you're getting ready for a night out or you just want to feel like that girl, let's beat this face together and vibe. So I already did my skincare because I do that in the bathroom after I get out of the shower. So I'm just gonna start off with some primer. If you wanna see my skincare routine for the morning, I will leave a video link down below because I have done a few videos about it now, and honestly, I love my skincare. Anyways, I'm going in with my Milk Primer because I always use this before I do my makeup. I do use a sunscreen that's also a primer, but I just like to use extra primer because why not? So I'm just gonna let this sit on my face and dry a little bit, and I will be right back. So for my makeup today, I'm gonna be using a set of new brushes that I got from my grandma. So thank you, Grammy, because these are so cute. It comes in this little box and it's from It Cosmetics. Let's just open it together. It's almost like a mirror, which is cool. It comes with a little card. This card is kind of nice because it gives you an idea of what brushes you use for which products. I kind of already have an idea of which brush I'm gonna use for which product, so I'm probably gonna use this brush for my foundation just because I feel like that'll go on really nicely. I'm probably gonna use this one for powders. I'm not exactly sure which one I'll use this one for. Maybe doing, I don't know, bronzer maybe, but we'll see. And then this one can be used for concealer and whatnot. So I have my NARS foundation. This is the Sheer Glow foundation. If you're not new to my channel, I have been using this foundation for literal years, probably almost decades at this point. I think I might try to do that technique that I tried last time where I put a little bit of it on the back of my hand and I'm gonna put it on here. That covered my face so fast. Now we're gonna go in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Okay, we're gonna try to use this one now. Okay, first thoughts about these brushes is I love them. I feel like they blend out my makeup really easily, so we can always appreciate that. So now we're gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. So now we have to decide which brush I want to use. I did have a beauty blender here ready to blend out everything, but using these brushes, I feel like they're doing the job pretty well for everything that I use. So I think we're just going to continue to use them. What do we think? Okay, we see you. Now we're gonna go in with my Rare Beauty blush. This one is so pigmented, you really only need like one dot. And I'm kind of nervous to do it with this brush, but we will see how it goes. And I think I'm just gonna use the same brush that I used for the contour wand. Okay, that's actually kind of cute. Okay, so I think I'm gonna use this concealer brush and just dab a little bit of powder onto it and then cut my cheeks. I'm also just going to use this brush to dab some powder onto where my concealer was. Oh, by the way, I'm using my Laura Mercier translucent powder in the color Honey. So it's not totally white, which I like. But anyways, we're gonna be using this big fluffy brush now. Haven't used it yet. Don't know how I'm feeling about this, but we're gonna be trusting the process. So I'm gonna be using this brush that I used for my contour, for my bronzer. I don't want to be too heavy-handed with this because I don't want to look crazy like a skeleton or anything. So I'm doing really light taps so I don't go overboard. Now we're gonna go in with some blush. This is my Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. I don't think I've ever mentioned this in my videos before, but I use it like all the time. So I'm kind of surprised I've never said what it is. But it's just this little circle. I don't know if this is like the actual size or a sample size. I can't even honestly remember where I got this from. Probably my mom's like Ipsy thing, so it is what it is. Now we're gonna keep it on the apples of my cheek like always. And like the bronzer, I'm doing like really light taps and kind of building it up. I don't wanna go overboard with my blush. I know that that's a look that people go for where they take a lot of blush and just put it all across their face, like on their cheeks and on their nose, and it's really pigmented and they look like really cute, but that's not for me. That's not something I'm into, so light taps for me. Now I'm gonna take this big fluffy brush that I used for my powders and kind of just buff all of that up. I'm going in like high angled swipes up my face to kind of give a lifted look instead of going like straight or down. I want to keep all of those colors that I just put onto my face lifted and high. I also just realized that I didn't even do my eyebrows yet. So for my eyebrows, I'm just gonna be going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz pencil. For my eyebrows, I don't do anything too crazy. I just line it up from my nose and go this way at an angle. And that's usually where I like to start my eyebrow. I like to use this little brush at the end and kind of just brush through my eyebrows, and then any of the harsh lines or colors that I had in my eyebrow kind of get dulled down a little bit with this. Now for the second eyebrow, you always have to remember that your eyebrows are sisters, not twins. I used to try so hard to make them even, and I mean, I still do, but I don't beat myself up if they're not perfect because, like I said, they're sisters, not twins. So up until this point, I've pretty much used the same products that I've always used in my makeup videos, doing foundation, concealer, all of my contour, blush, all that good stuff. But I don't think I have ever done like an eyeliner video on my channel because up until recently, I've had eyelash extensions. So you don't really need to use eyeliner when you have extensions. But I think that when you have fake eyelashes, like strip lashes, I just think it looks so much better better when you have strip lashes if there's eyeliner on there, because it all kind of blends out really nicely and it kind of just ties your whole look together, at least in my opinion. So usually at this stage for my makeup, I would be putting setting spray on, but since I'm doing eyeliner today, I like to do my eyeliner before I set everything. To be totally honest, I haven't done eyeliner in a while, so I'm a little bit nervous to do this on camera, but we're just gonna do it anyways. So I'm gonna be using my Sephora 12-Hour Intense Ink. This is a waterproof eyeliner, and I like to have eyeliners like this. That's just a personal preference though. Like, you can use any kind of eyeliner stick you want. So for this step, I'm gonna have a little mirror right here just so I can see what I'm doing. So if it gets in the way of the camera, I am sorry, but there's nothing I can really do about that. So I also like to do my eyeliner before I do my mascara, but again, I think that's just personal preference. Like, you could do mascara first, but I don't like to. So I'm just going to be doing a winged liner. I don't know how long it's gonna be or what it's gonna look like. We're just going with the flow. She's cute. Now the hard part of this is trying to get it right on the other side. But this is what my eyeliner looks like. It's definitely not perfect, but it'll do for me. I just think it's nice to have a black base where I put my eyelashes, just because I feel like it helps to blend everything in to make it a flawless look, you know? So now we're gonna curl my eyelashes. I have my mirror right here again, so I'm just gonna be looking at that while I do it. Okay, so now that my face makeup and my eyeliner is done, I'm gonna set my face before I do any mascara or fake eyelashes. I'm just going in with my all-nighter setting spray. This is another product that I've been using for literally years, probably almost a decade. Like my NARS foundation, this is one of the OG things that I've tried and just never been able to not use it. When I set my face, I like to just spray it all over. I like to have it look like my skin's kind of wet, and then I like to dab it in and then do another round and just leave it on then. If you're not new to my channel, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Kind of air it off a little bit. So I'm gonna use this damp beauty sponge and kind of just dab that setting spray in. This is the sponge I was gonna use for my makeup today, but apparently I didn't need to. One thing I can really appreciate about those brushes is it didn't leave any extra makeup on my face. Like, look at this beauty blender. It's like almost clean. There's nothing worse than having too much makeup on your face and then having it look cakey. So that's why I really like to use brushes, because I feel like you just get a flawless look from them. So round two. And then for this one, I like to just leave it on my face and dry. So I think I'm just gonna go in with some black eyeliner. This is J. Manuel Beauty. And I'm just gonna put it on the top waterline. So since we already curled my lashes, I'm just gonna go in with my Better Than Sex mascara. Sometimes I use primer. Today I don't really feel like it, so I'm just gonna go in with one coat of this. Then I'm gonna go and do it again on the other side. So while my mascara is drying on my eyelashes, I'm just gonna prep my eyelash strips to put on my eye. So for my lash strips, I like to use these Ardell Wispy lashes. This came in a pack of 10. So for today's look, I'm gonna go all out and use 2 of these lash strips instead of 1. You can use just 1 and it looks really nice. It's very subtle and like cute, but I just think that if I'm gonna wear lashes, anytime I've ever had lashes, I love having them really thick and long. So I find that for my desired look, 2 of them does the trick for me. But I do like to use just 1 sometimes. That's why I don't have just like a big thing of lashes. I have thought about trying some lashes from Sephora, but I just haven't gotten around to ordering them yet. When I apply fake eyelashes, I like to use just a pair of tweezers and I hold them in the tweezers like this, and I just find that it's really easy to maneuver and put onto my eyelids like this. So I have this Duo Lash Adhesive Glue. It's kind of like an eyeliner, but not totally. And you pretty much just put it onto the stripped lash like this. And I pretty much just let it sit here for about a minute just to really get tacky and dry down just a little bit. So while I'm doing that, I'll tell you a little funny story. So when I was buying this lash glue, I had to go to Walmart like 2 different times. The first time I got it and I brought it home and I looked at it and the whole thing was really dry. So I had to go back to Walmart and get one of the workers to help me get a new one. And I had to go through like 3 or 4 of them on the rack to finally find one that wasn't separated and gross. I never really used this one before when I used to use strip lashes, so I didn't know if that was normal or not, but yeah, that was just a little rant of mine. So now that that has sat there for a little bit, I'm gonna put it onto where my eyelash line is. Pretty much where I put my eyeliner, I put my lashes on that area. So this is round 1. As you can see, it's definitely a lot longer than my normal eyelashes. And it's crazy to think that I used to just do this all the time. Okay, so now we're gonna do the other side. Like the last one, I'm just gonna let this dry down a little bit so it gets a little bit tacky. So when I put it on my eyelid, it sticks a lot easier. Sometimes I'll even just blow on it a little bit, like just so it dries down faster. Okay, so this is round 1. You can honestly even just stop here and have your lashes look like this and it's totally fine. Me being me, I like to be a little bit extra, so I like to add another set of strip lashes on top of that one, and I feel like it just makes them look very bold. So we're gonna go in with one of these ones onto the stripped lash. And again, we're just gonna let that dry a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna do the other strip on the first eye that we did. So can you see the difference in boldness? Like this one versus this one. So this is double lashes and just a single lash. Let me know down in the comments below which one you like better. Double lashes or single lashes. I'm always curious to know what you guys like. Okay, last lash strip. Alrighty, so I'm gonna put on this last lash strip. I don't know if I'm gonna do this on camera just because it is pretty hard to do, like right here. So I will be right back. Alright, so I did say we were gonna be doing full glam with lashes that can make me fly away. And that's what we got. Now I'm just gonna do some final touches of my makeup. So I'm gonna go in with some lip liner first. Now we're gonna go in with some lip gloss. This one is from Rare Beauty as well. We haven't done this in a while, so I'm just gonna go in with, you can use a highlighter, but this is just like a shimmery type of eyeshadow. Gonna put that in the corners. Then we're gonna go in with some mascara on my bottom lashes because I almost forgot this step. In my personal opinion, there is just something so relaxing and calming about doing my makeup and just transforming myself into just a different person. I feel like when I have my makeup like this, I feel my best. Honestly, I love myself just the way that I am as well. I just love the way that long, thick eyelashes look, but that is not for everyone, and I totally get that. One thing I absolutely hate about having fake eyelashes though, like strip lashes, is that you have to walk around with your glue everywhere you go. So it definitely becomes a bag essential. There is nothing worse than if like one of the corners starts to lift and you don't have lash glue. So maybe I'll do a what's in my bag when I have my makeup on like this, because this is definitely one of the essentials. If you enjoyed doing your makeup with me today, definitely let me know down in the comments below. And if you've never tried strip lashes before, or if you're looking to get into it or whatever, let me know how I did in explaining how I do it and if it made you comfortable enough to try it yourself. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Life of Sacha, and hit that bell button for more videos about beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. Here on Life of Sacha, I believe that looking good and feeling good on the inside and out contribute to having good self-confidence. So here on my YouTube channel, I just show you different ways that I incorporate that into my life, because this YouTube channel is pretty much just me documenting my journey of life. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video today, and I hope you go out and do your makeup and slay and become that girl, because we all need this in our lives. I mean, at least for me, I know that I do. But anyways, I hope you have a good rest of your night or day whenever you're watching this, LOS gang, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!